In a vast and merciless empire, where mountains seemed to touch the heavens and forests stretched endlessly, there lived a young girl named Elyra. She resided in a small village nestled in a valley, far from the Emperor's gaze, but not far enough to escape his grip. For decades, the Empire had crushed villages under the weight of exorbitant taxes and oppressive laws. Men, women, and even children were forced to toil endlessly to feed the insatiable imperial machine. Elyra was only 16, but she carried within her a flame that nothing could extinguish. Her eyes, a deep green like the leaves of the forest, reflected a fierce determination. She had lost her parents at the age of 10, taken by a disease the Empire had refused to treat, preferring to spend its wealth on armies and lavish palaces. From that day on, Elyra had vowed never to submit. One morning, as the sun barely pierced the gray clouds, a detachment of imperial soldiers stormed into the village. They demanded a new tax, even higher than the previous ones. The villagers, exhausted and desperate, had nothing left to give. Elyra, her fists clenched, stepped forward in front of the soldiers' leader, an imposing man clad in black armor. "We have nothing left to give you," she declared in a steady voice, despite the rapid beating of her heart. The soldier sneered and gave her a contemptuous look. "Then you will pay with your blood," he replied, drawing his sword. But Elyra did not back down. She knew that if she did nothing, her village would be destroyed. She took a deep breath and, with surprising agility, grabbed a sharp stone at her feet and hurled it with precision. The stone struck the soldier in the face, causing him to stumble. The villagers, inspired by her courage, rose up and charged at the soldiers, forcing them to retreat. That day, Elyra became more than just a village girl. She became a symbol of resistance. News of her brave act spread like wildfire across the oppressed lands. Entire villages rose up, inspired by her courage. Elyra, though young, took the lead of this nascent rebellion. She organized secret meetings in the forests, forged alliances with other villages, and learned to wield a sword. But the Empire would not remain silent. The Emperor, furious at this insubordination, sent his best generals to crush the rebellion. Elyra and her companions faced bloody battles, betrayals, and painful losses. Yet, she never wavered. Each trial seemed to strengthen her resolve. One evening, as the moon shone high in the sky, Elyra found herself face to face with the Empire's chief general, a feared man named Kale. He was known for his cruelty and strategic brilliance. The ensuing battle was fierce. Elyra, though less experienced, fought with a ferocity that surprised Kale. She used every wound, every failure, every tear shed as a weapon to fight. Finally, after an exhausting struggle, Elyra managed to disarm Kale. She looked him straight in the eye and declared, "You no longer control our lives. We are free." Kale, humiliated but impressed, withdrew. The news of this victory spread quickly, and the Empire, weakened by revolts across its lands, began to crumble. Elyra never became a queen or an empress. She did not seek power. She simply wanted her people to live free. And so, in the years that followed, the villages united to form a new nation, founded on justice and equality. Elyra, the courageous girl who had defied an empire, became a legend, her name whispered with respect around campfires. Whenever someone doubted their strength, they were reminded of Elyra's words. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the will to fight despite it. Thus, her legacy endured, inspiring generations to come.